What's going on, everybody? Payneblade back here again from Server 1 representing IC. Guys, welcome back to ATB Part 4. That's right, this is a movie on movie just about our favorite bad guys, the ATB Akatsuki. And I'm getting pretty damn sick and tired. Now, ATB this time though around has a different acronym. Alright, ATB currently stands for Asshole Team Bandai. Now let me explain to you why the sudden name change for that. It used to be called Alliance Team Battle because we used to all care getting to our alliance and actually beating this content. Now Bandai has decided, and thanks to Sin and Binato, I'm just kidding obviously, not thanks to you guys, but you guys did brag quite a bit about it, we are now stuck with a impossible ATB to beat. So let me explain to you why. I'm joking about Sin, by the way, it's just a joke, but good on you guys for finishing the last one. But this time around, Bandai said, no, not this time again. Now, IC last time was at 94% of finishing. And last time, the HP was only at 13 billion. Alright, 13 billion. Seems like a lot. It is a lot, right? And we, like, only one alliance beat it in the entire world. So Bandai said, you know what? Not this time around, guys. Instead, what they've done is they've actually gone ahead and increased that HP to 44.7 billion. I'm gonna just pause for a second to let you guys take that in. Take it in a little bit. Not only was it 13 billion before, but they've decided 44.7 billion going forward. So what does that mean for you guys? That means you got to be really smart against who you face as an alliance and what your capabilities are during this fight. Alright, so I'm going to talk about ATB and I'm going to talk about how it works and a guide towards, there are actually two guides out right now that you guys can follow. I'm going to talk about both of them. Okay, so for the first thing, when you guys already had voted for a time, remember to log in during those time periods. It is PDT, so make sure you follow the times based on your time zone. You only have an hour and 59 minutes to do your turns. There's 3 of them. It's a 7-turn event essentially, so each turn is 7 turns. Right now we're in the targeting phase, so what you're going to do, guys, is you're going to focus on doing your science ninja tools. I'm going to talk about those real quick, and then we're going to talk about the target. So now these science ninja tools is per day you get these chips, okay, one chip per day. You get a free one. You put it towards this, and you and your alliance should talk about what you want to upgrade. So this one here is to increase all shinobi attack, defense, and HP, and it goes up to, all these go up to level 10. This one is for defense, this one is for tactical. So this is extremely important based on what you guys are planning to use to upgrade this as soon as possible. Alright, the second thing is your tribe special ones. These ones here have the damage boost for all tribes, and then you have the damage boost for the special bonus tribes. Alright, so special bonus tribes are the ones that are currently featured. Here, I'm going to put an effect here for you. You guys can kind of see them right here. So it tells you exactly what it is, the levels and how much increase it gets. And this also shows you the level increase you get. So make sure you focus on the ones your alliance is planning to use. For us, for example, this is probably better because most of us are going to be using Connected Feelings. For some of you, if you plan to use the newer tribes and you're a newer player, this one might work better. Overall, if you're doing co-ops, guys, this is going to work much better for you. Lastly, speed and status effect rate. Status effect rate is to increase your chance to stun, burn, poison, etc. Alright? Speed boost, of course, if you're lacking in speed, you want to be faster than your opponent because they will most likely one-shot you if you're slower. So this is going to be very important as well too for newer alliances, not for veteran alliances. That should never be a problem for veterans. These chips, for example, though, will be able to, you can get 1 a day, and then if you use up to 500 stamina per day, you guys can boost additional 5 times. Alright? Or sorry, additional 3 times. Is it 3 times? I think it's 3 times. So 4 times in total. So keep that in mind. You definitely want to max this out, guys, and help out your alliance. And each time you do, you get yourself 150,000 Ryo and 300 Alliance coins. So this is a great way to rack up on Alliance coins and Ryo. Okay, so make sure you guys do this. Based on your alliance, this is where you want to start. We're most likely going to be doing this one and this one first, the A's and the tribe specials, and then we're going to probably move on to T's and try and continue this tribe special damage here. And then from here, we don't really touch that at IC, but newer alliances, you may want to focus on that. All right, now targeting. This is a very, very important one. Let me tell you how targeting works. Whenever you and your alliance vote number 1, 2, 3, number 1 gives you 100% tribe gauge to start with, which gives you the ability to do 3 to 4 tribe specials based on your setup, and we'll talk about the setup. Number 2 gives you 80% tribe gauge, and that'll give you the ability to do 2 unless you follow a specific tactic. Then you can still do 3, and we'll go over that tactic. And lastly, the third place is 50%. Okay, so for newer alliances, guys, what you want to do is you want to focus on SRs only. Do not touch the URs; they will destroy you. Okay, you will not have a chance. Enemy link bonuses matter quite a bit. All you have to do, guys, is beat one of these opponents to break the link. All right, the most important one most likely right now is going to be Toby here for his guard rate, and also right here, Data and Pain for the damage reduction rate. The problem is you will not stand a chance against these two as a new alliance. You want to focus on taking out guard rate first, and you want to focus on taking out defense next, and then perhaps you want to take out DIR, which is Kisame, and then lastly you want to focus on Kakazu, and then you move on to these two here. Alright, so that's kind of the strategy. So make sure new alliances especially, you vote number 1 for the SRs. Veteran alliances like us will vote on the UR first, and then we'll have a certain amount of people take out the SRs quickly, and then we move on to just focusing on URs after the fact. We will take out Toby as well, okay? Toby's going to be our number 1 target for sure. We're going to swap this around as number Toby 2, and her probably 3. Alright, so just keep that in mind, or maybe even Sasori 3. But Toby has to go. The guard rate is insane. It does so much of a difference in terms of how much damage you can pull off. Okay, so that's that there. So make sure you guys vote correctly. Remember, it's 180 to 50% tribe gauge based on your votes. So now let's talk about the guides. Alright, so there's a guide here that came out by Binato. Shout out to my boy Binato, he put this together for everybody. It is on the main Discord and on his Twitter, so both of them are in my description. Make sure you jump on and check it out. But this essentially goes over to about the love strat, so shout out to Giacomo and Sephia for creating this in the first place. This is the main strat in the game, and what he's done, Binato's done, is actually talk about each unit and their actual responsibility in the actual team. As you can see, this is the team that he talks about, and he proposes for you guys to use. I personally have a different one, and I'll talk about that one as well too. And MRN also has created a tier list, and we'll go through the database. But essentially go over this guide, guys. It's really, really well put together. If you have some of these units, it will do you wonders to actually go ahead and do this. But he's talked about secondary buffers. He's talked about main buffers right over here. He's talked about the special buffers for specific units like A units and why they're better, and then also talking about a triple special, what makes a tri-special good in ATB, like explains, goes over that, and what do you want to boost for the tri-special and which ones, and then obviously voting for the Akatsuki, etc. So really, really well put together guide, guys. So definitely take a look. Shout out to my boy Binato for helping the community out. It is again on the main cord and on the Twitter that he has, both of my descriptions. Okay, next we want to go into the database, guys. So the database, if you go under events, MRN went ahead and created this, a tier list specifically for the tribe specials that will do best in this event. Okay, also the ones that won't be that viable either, so he's covered both grounds. And then Patman has put it all together based on his information, and then he put together a tier list for all support units that are actually going to be there, starting from must use to broken to SSS, etc. And then he explained each one and why they're there. And then of course the love strat here, which is the 100% strat. This is the team I'm going to be using. This is actually my personal team, and then this is going to be the team, the secondary team for 80%. So when you have 80% tribe gauge, this team allows you to still do three tribe specials if you follow this specific exact order. And again, credits to Selene from ISC from server 1. Thank you for putting this together as well too. And this actually tells you exactly how the strategy works. So make sure if you guys are doing the number 2 vote, this is the one that you follow. Okay, so that pretty much, guys, will give you a hand on everything you need to know regarding ATB. I will say this, I will be doing live feeds daily on ATB starting at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, so join me for that. Also will be a live stream of Hades very shortly, so I'll be doing that too. So guys, I hope this guide give you a hand. If you have any questions, you know how to hit me up. Comment section. Again, shout out to my boy Binato and ISC MRN and the rest of the guys at ISC. Best of luck at Asshole Team Bandai. Have a good day, guys. This is Payne. We'll talk soon.